pimp slap, bet you get whipped with the jack. Plus pimps is lame, so why you following that? My click roll hard, I don't carry the gat.
What's up, y'all? I'm back from my pastry mission. It was alright, but I'm gonna ask you about the don't you hate it thing. Don't you hate it when you tell them what you want cooked and then they still don't cook it the right way? So I ordered eggs over medium, told them I want all of my white cooked completely. They still brought it out with the white runny. Disgusting. Good way to get sick though. So don't eat the white when it's runny. Unless you're nasty, of course. So I'm gonna talk a little bit more about this stimulus thing. So what's the point of the stimulus package when you give somebody $7,000 that I'm quite sure she didn't get laid off during the height of the pandemic? If you work in a nursing home, you probably got overtime. So if you desperately need your stimulus money, what type of person are you regularly anyway? So if you already don't know how to handle your money, I give you $7,000. Is that gonna make a change in your life? Or is that gonna make a change for a moment? This whole stimulus thing is a joke to me. If you wanna do something with this stimulus and boost the economy, do like you said at first, last year before the election, and get rid of some of those student loans, or cut them in half even. You know, student loans are ridiculous. And the reason I'm saying that, you give these people this little small stimulus that you're giving them, make them feel like you're giving them so much money, when I can spend that stimulus money. Actually, you know what? My camera cost the cost of this stimulus package. That's how small this stimulus is. And so, what good is this stimulus check? To stimulate somebody's ego or libido? Because it's definitely not stimulating the economy. Other than the government, because these people turn around and give it right back anyway. You know, so if you want to assist somebody with something with this stimulus, okay, still give them the stimulus. But cut those student loans in half. And you got all these professional people that graduated college that won't be paying for 30 years money back because they did the right thing and went to school. But they just didn't have the money to go to school at the time that they was going to school. But you won't do that because you want to continue to collect interest off of those people and continue to have those people pay for the duration of their life. So you graduate school in your mid-20s, late 20s, or early 30s. And then until you're about 65, which is time for you to retire, you pay these student loans back. What sense does that make? You know, so that's the type of stuff I'm talking about with the government playing with these people and making them feel like they're doing something for them so that they'll vote the way that they want them to vote. The next thing is minimum wage. Why would you turn down minimum wage of $15 an hour? That's nothing. $15 an hour. You're really telling me that it's a problem to make that the minimum wage? And then the other thing you do, so you play a lot with the poor people. You turn around and say that that minimum wage would damage small businesses. How is that possible? These people still making money. So let's just go all the way to the small business that wears out urban communities day in and day out, the party store. So if the party store was required to pay $15 an hour to its employees, which most of the time they only have one employee, just because it's politically correct, or because they don't want the people in the neighborhood to attack them for not having anybody that actually lives in the neighborhood working at their store. So they'll throw one black person in the store with them so that they can say they support the community. But really, in reality, most of the time, it's their whole family working at the store. not reporting any taxes or anything, and they just spreading the money out between each other, while one person actually owned the store that probably never even come to the store or even know what the store looked like. That's one of the small businesses I'm talking about. So let's picture that. They turn around and pay their employee $15 an hour for working at that party store. You know how quick that employee would make that $15 an hour for them? But you say these small businesses can't survive off of paying their employees $15 an hour? Now let's rewind once again. This store is collecting all its own profit. The only thing it's paying is the vendors that's putting the stuff in the store, and it's not really paying them because it's displaying their items and basically getting paid from that vendor to them. So at that point, that party store has one employee to pay $15 an hour. I know when I was a kid, I ran around and found change, and all that change went to the party store, buying penny candy and nickel candy. Nothing costs a penny or a nickel anymore. You go buy a very small bag of chips, that's $1.25. Used to be 25 cents. You can't tell me in the neighborhood, kids don't come and buy over 15 bags of chips an hour. But just to entertain the whole situation, let's say they don't. Only 3 kids come and buy 3 bags of chips. Most likely they're gonna buy the bag of chips that costs $1.89. But we just gonna stick to the $1. So they'll say those kids bought those chips for $3. They didn't come and get chips without getting something to drink. I don't think any drinks are $1 anymore besides the tea that kids not gonna drink anyway. But we'll say they got those teas. That's $6. Now we talk about the people that came and bought cigarettes, the people that came and bought liquor. And we know liquor is a booming business. Beer all day long. You come and buy a fifth of alcohol, you spent about $60. So when you add all of that up, that $15 an hour equals what? See how fast those people make that $15 an hour? And then we just say, you know, we'll go, how much is that $15 an hour? Is that a person working full time, 8 hours, $15? It's about what, $120? So then you multiply that by 3. So $360 a day you're responsible for if you run the 24-hour operation. I done spent that much drinking with my buddies. So the party store is making money. So then we try to talk about some of the other stores. If you worried about other small businesses. So we'll go into maybe lawn service. That's a general business that most people that get out of prison try to start. So we say lawn service, another small business. $15 an hour. It doesn't take a person that's cutting grass an hour to cut a yard. So you telling me that lawn service is only charging $15 an hour? Or $15 a house? I'm quite sure they're not. So $15 an hour, I'm done talking about it. I'm just gonna let y'all know, think about it. Watch who you vote for. That's sick for somebody to say minimum wage shouldn't be $15 an hour. I'm not gonna talk about what he did to the military. I'm not gonna talk about all the extra things this dude is doing. He's already did some damage in Syria. Already. And it's not just him, it's the whole governmental group. But just imagine, not even the middle of the year yet, and there's already been an attack on another country. But we don't hear about it unless the news tells us about it. The other thing is, that's a joke to me, that the government controls. And don't tell me the government don't control the Michigan lottery, because they do. When you go and look up the Michigan lottery, you look up michiganlottery.gov. So the government runs the lottery. Something else you probably don't even think about. And what does the lottery say? Proceeds go to children's education. Okay, let's use that generic term, children's education. So children's education with taxes and all this stuff and fixing roads and things like that is a joke. I don't need to expound on that. I'm just letting you know. Public education is a mess and they need to fix it. It's just like the prison system. Nobody's truly regulating it. Nobody's paying attention. Everybody's meeting the minimum requirement. Unless you live in a suburban area that's known for their school education.
Queens up, my whole squad do they thing. Black, Asian, white, and Mexican, Indian, Armenian, and Cuban. I really don't care, girl, we all the same. Who cares where you from, girl, we all a gang. Color or background, it's all a name. Big ladies in town bring you all to shame. No meat, no balls, but you still know my name. We ain't bitches, we female riders. Gangsta to the bone and put something inside you. Two-step, y'all, yeah, come on. We ain't bitches, we female riders. Gangsta to the bone and put something inside you. Pimp slap, bet you get whipped with the jack. Plus pimps is lame, so why you following that? My click roll hard, I don't carry the gap. But if you see it in my possession, best option is scat. I ain't playing with my foes, I ain't playing with no niggas. When you see it in my hand, I ain't playing with no triggers. I'm busting that bitch, leaving metal fragments in you. Leave you like a honeycomb, leave a hole in your phone. Bitch is on when I'm lifting it up. Like a Middle East boy, I be tearing shit up. Ducking, dodging the fuzz, cause the click too thick. Doing shows, getting paid, I was raised like this. Keep lighting this bitch up, cause my money is this. Like a fat ass boy, never hop the fence. But I knock a nigga head if my ass get pinched. I be A1 prime, pure stock by design. A woman in time, like chocolate and fine. Keep talking this shit, I got a boss's mind. Good times in order, good times I prefer. If you ruin that for me, they remember who you were. And your people don't matter, cause you really occur. Piss leaking out your bladder, body cold like burn. This just what I do, and I do give a fuck. And I still light it up if I lift this bitch up. We ain't bitches, we female riders. Gangsta to the bone and put something inside you. Two-step, y'all, yeah, come on. We ain't bitches, we female riders. Gangsta to the bone and put something inside you. We ain't bitches, we female riders. Gangsta to the bone and put something inside you. We ain't bitches, we female riders. Gangsta to the bone and put something inside you.